Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi to everyone. So today I'm gonna explain my research report through this video. My name is Syembadi bin Faisal and my metric number is 054322. The abstract of this research is fast food have gained popularity in Malaysia, especially among the youth and people who have busy lifestyle. People who love fast food at most tend to consider convenience, availability and style of eating as important factors in fulfilling their foods and energy requirement. This situation may lead to have an imbalance in their nutrient status and to increase the risk of diet related to non-communicable disease. This study identified the factors of influencing fast food consumption among students in one of the states, University of Sri Lanka. Moreover, the nutrient composition of most consumed fast food were analyzed and the current health status of the people was identified. The research was conducted with both online using a questionnaire for which 54 respondents, around 56.6% of the people consume fast food more than once a day. Price and taste were the major attributes that determined the selection of the fast food. No difference were found between attitude toward the fast food consumption and gender, frequency of fast food consumption and nutritional status and health condition and gender. Majority, which is in bracket 55.5% of them were healthy, even consume high fast food per week. Approximately half of them, which is in bracket 44.4% of them were unhealthy and 20.8% were obesity and also 79.2% of unhealthy people have other health conditions. Introduction of background of this study. According to the research, the consumption of fast food on regular basis lead to excess energy intake leading to an increased risk of overweight and obesity. Calorie content consumed by children of out-of-home meals was 55% higher than of in-home meals. Frequent fast food consumption is also a health concern because more fast food are rich in saturated fats, trans fats, simple carbohydrate, and sodium, all of the which are nutrients associated with hypertension, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. The early stage in the juvenility of teens represent a crucial stage in the latter stage of human life, as a former stage is the one where particular lifestyle are formed and become established. But this is the factor which is associated with the every country generation. The most important thing is staying away from the parents' home. That means at hostel, because this life is completely independent and has an increased access to the food choice apart from those available at home. It is also the time when a boy or girl increase their social interaction with peers of similar age and develop different eating habits. The problem statement of this research. From the background of study explained above, the problem statement can be formulated as below. How frequently people consume fast food? Is there have any health condition? Who consume fast food at most, male or female? Research objective of this research. The purpose of the current study was to explore people's health that affected from the fast food and their eating habits. The consequence of increased fast food consumption among people is rising health problems, which include obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and cancer. The objective of this study was to investigate the factors influencing fast food consumption among peoples in Malaysia with different age. The purpose of the research to see how frequently people consume fast food in one week. The literature review of this research. As a reference for the research, it can be stated that the result that has been carried out previously are fast food has come into our life since 1912 from America, and ever since human beings was exposed to its negative health effects. Several studies in literature have tried to estimate the value of health for individuals under different conceptualization. Most of the studies conducted regarding fast food in Bangladesh and overseas fails to notice that eating fast food is foreseeable at the present society. So, they just focus on the fast food health complication and pay less attention on different attitudes among fast food consumers. Singh Pratima conduct a study on the different consumer beliefs and attitudes toward the three fast food restaurants, namely Domino's, Pizza Hut, and McDonald's, and found that customer attitude towards each fast food restaurants differ in Gwelo region. In another study, Priyadarshini exposed that because of the trend of nuclear family, raise in income level, raise in employment level of women, and advertising were the strategies which led Indian consumer to get attracted toward the fast food. The theoretical framework and hypothesis of this research. According to the theory of trans fat consumption and the director of the obesity program for the Children's Hospital Boston, David Lockwood, says that fast food consumption has been shown to increase calorie intake, promote weight gain, and elevate risk for diabetes. Eating a diet consisting largely of fast food could cause your waistline to bulge more than eating the same amount of fat from healthier sources. The sampling design of this research is the population, which is key. We are choose the population of this study was consists all people in my WhatsApp contact, which is from various state and age, and the total is 54 respondents from my WhatsApp response. Samples are parts of the population drawn from the total population. The participants were recruited with the maximum variation in terms of their age, gender, and socio-economic status. From different states and districts of Malaysia, sampling techniques used in this study is simple random sampling, that is from each element in the population has an equal chance of being selected. Data collection techniques of this research is used in the study are using questionnaire from Google Forms. Structured question is a document that consists of the sets of standardized questions with a fixed theme, which specify the exact wording and order of the question for gathering information from respondent. Structured question is the primary measuring instrument in this survey research. Next is the fieldwork plan. The purpose of this questionnaire is to investigate how frequently people consume fast food. The question in this questionnaire are made short and clear to ensure that it takes no longer than 5 minutes to answer and therefore encourage participants. There are two sections in my questionnaire. The first part is used to collect basic demographic information about the target respondent, which is in bracket gender, age, and ethnics. While the second section are used to obtain assessment information, such as a question about fast food, how much you consume fast food, how much, how about your healthy conditions, and how much you spend your money for fast food in a week. So this is the question to gather all the informations. I have distributed a link of this Google Form links, the survey, to all my group WhatsApp, and also I post links to my group, my WhatsApp status. This is how I get a lot of respondents. Even though some of respondents were eager to answer the questionnaire immediately, while the others request they leave their questionnaire and answer it later. But it's okay. I have target my total of my respondent. Alright, so let's go to the data analysis. So this is that data analysis is my last talk. Before we start the hypothesis, analysis can be carried out first. Descriptive analysis, which is aimed to determine the percentage of what age category you do belong, and how often you do consume fast food on a weekly basis. Do you consume fast food? Can be prepared instantly? This is the question. Okay, so let's go to question. Okay, so how often do you consume fast food on a weekly basis? From what we look, the percentage of 1 or 2 times in a week is 66.7% of them, and also the less of them, 7 times or more, is only 1%, and also the 5 to 6 times in a week is 9.3%. So let's go to the next question in my survey. Do you consume food at home that can be prepared instantly, like noodles, canned food, frozen food, or food that is ready to make in microwave? So from we see, the people from 54 respondents has answered yes is 88.7%, and while out of them is 11.3 answering no. Okay, so from what we see, the packaging food is redirect here is not to be confused with the food packaging, because it ready to eat. So the next is, do you have any of the health conditions? The health conditions. So what we see, 20.8 of them are having obesity, and 79.2 of them have others health condition. As we know, fast food is usually higher in fats, calories, cholesterol, and sodium in comparison to homemade meals. Eating too much fast food can increase risk for health problems such as high blood pressure and heart disease and obesity. There is nothing that the fast food, but there are some foods you should try not to on a regular basis, because fast food is high in sodium and saturated fat, and also trans fat and cholesterol. It is something you shouldn't eat often. Eating too much over a long period of time can lead to issues such as high blood pressure, heart disease, and unwanted weight gain. Do you have exercise and workout to keep yourself healthy? From this we see that yes of them answer yes is 55.8%, and most of them less of them is answering no, 44.2%. Regular physical activity can be improve your muscle strength and boost your endurance. Exercise delivers oxygen and nutrients to your tissues and helps your cardiovascular system works more efficiently. And when your heart and lung health improve, you have more energy to tackle daily chores.